There, and welcome to For Dragonflies and Me, Jean Roman here. And I just want to say thanks again for joining me for another week's podcast. Today, we are in the month of May, and we are focusing on local foods and farmers markets, how to source local foods. And so, several of my podcast guests this month have been obviously focused towards that. Walt Gajewski, farmers market manager for the Farmington Farmers and Artisans Market, and another incredible resource to the farmers market world and local food is Amanda Shreve, the director for Michigan Farmers Market Association, also known as MIFMA. So today, I'm going to talk to you about the benefits and why you should support your local farmers and farmers markets. I created another beautiful PowerPoint for you guys, lots of fun pictures. As you all know, back in the day when I was Mennonite, my ex-husband and our family, we participated in several farmers markets, as well and as me managing several over the years. So my heart has always been in the farmers market and continues to be, and I'm super excited. One of the first farmers markets we ever participated in was the Farmington Farmers and Artisans Market in downtown Farmington, Michigan. And I'm super excited that I am now teaching a class once a month, one Saturday a month, May through October, between gardening and cooking classes. So those classes are up on my website at fordragonfliesandme.com, so you can definitely see the list there. I'm also teaching classes monthly through the year at Goldner Walsh Garden and Home in beautiful historic district of Pontiac, Michigan. You can also see all of those classes both at the Farmington Farmers Market website as well as Goldner Walsh Garden and Home's website. And those links, of course, will be in the descriptions below. But we're going to get rolling into this, and I want to share with you, why supporting farmers markets is so crucial to the local economy. There's several articles I'm going to have at my blog this month, also kind of, instilling that thought process as well, supporting the 350 project, and different things as well. Another thing that I feel really strongly about is school gardens. And I'm looking into some advocacy options to where I can really assist with that. I'm going to be reaching out to my own children's school for next year, obviously, to get a raised bed garden going and do some fundraising. But I'm super excited for that. And I would love to hear your feedback. What do you think about farmers markets? Who's your favorite? Tag them. Every Sunday I do a support shop small Sunday or support your local business Sunday. Can't think of what it's called right now, but tag your business, if whether it's your business or your favorite business. Take advantage of that and help support your local businesses, your local farmers markets. Tag them in there so people can find out more about them. And so I'm going to say let's get rolling. But before I do, be sure to smash that subscribe button, smash that like button so you don't miss a beat here in my YouTube channel. I also have my podcast, social media, Facebook and Instagram, and of course my blog. So everything is for Dragonflies and Me. So I'm going to share my screen now. Let me get my spectacles on. And let's share screen. Yay. All right, there we go. So as you can see, you are at For Dragonflies and Me, and I love to talk about cooking and gardening and sharing those kinds of things with you. So let's try to move on here. There we go. So welcome. Again, today's topic is 5 reasons to support your local farmers markets, how they benefit people, both health-wise and the local community. So there's my hubby and I at the Ann Arbor Farmers Market the last summer. We have so much fun there, and there's some beautiful peppers. But supporting your local farmers markets has numerous benefits for both the health and economy of your local community. And that's what it's all about. You want to keep those dollars in your community so that your local government can do better things for you. So, as most of you know who have followed me for the last decade, I am very passionate about local food and farmers markets. I believe so many people are disconnected to their food source and where food actually comes from. Eating in season is an uncommon and almost unheard of thing today. We are so accustomed to getting what we want when we want it. We don't understand what the term eating in season even means anymore. And I'm not going to go into this topic too much today. However, I am going to focus an entire blog post on this topic. Barbara King Solver, wrote, oh goodness, I should have grabbed this book before, and I know it's up on my bookshelf. It is Animal Vegetables, something. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get that link for you guys though. But in Barbara Kingsolver's book, she talks about her and her family going on this mission of eating in season. They allotted themselves a couple items, so like coffee, olive oil, things that they could not obviously get in their own community. I want to say it was the Appalachian Mountains, but they supported their local farmers market. They had their own garden. And that book was so inspiring to me, and I just thought, you know what? This is so unheard of today. It's like, if we want a pineapple, we're going to get a pineapple. If we want oranges, we're going to get oranges. But those things were, excuse me, those things are not what grow in our community. And like I said, I am going to focus one major blog on eating in season. And it's not a popular thought because, I mean, let's face it, we want what we want when we want it. And there's nothing wrong with eating pineapple and there's nothing wrong with eating oranges. But what my thought process is to support your local community, your local farmers, and to eat what is growing in your local, your ecosystem. And looking towards that as your main sustenance and what you grow. Obviously, oranges and pineapple are healthy for you, so it's not a terrible thing to do. But let's move on. So beautiful photographs, fresh asparagus, beautiful apples, and handcrafted artisan breads. Okay, who doesn't want all this? And it's right at your fingertips at the local farmers markets. But today I'm going to give you my top 5, not 4 reasons to support your local farmers and farmers markets. Believe me when I say there are tons more, but these 5 I think will resonate with everyone listening. So the asparagus picture was taken at the Royal Oak Farmers Market. The apples are at the Farmington Farmers Market, and the bread is at the Flint Farmers Market. So we really do travel around. I love going to farmers markets. Look at that. Is that like so beautiful? That's the Detroit Eastern Market, one of their produce farmers out there. But first reason is it is just healthier for you. From a health perspective, buying produce from local farmers markets ensures that the food is fresh and free from preservatives and additives, as long as you are shopping from an organic farmer. You know, if you're not, I mean, it is what it is. It's still better than what you get in the grocery store, but you do want to take those things into consideration. So fresh fruits and vegetables contain essential nutrients that are vital for maintaining good health. These nutrients include vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, which are all important for maintaining a healthy immune system and reducing the risk of chronic disease such as heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. These are all facts. And if you go to your doctor and you're overweight, what does he tell you? Eat more fruits and vegetables, get that stuff. But it's not just fruits and vegetables. You can get your honey, your baked goods, your olive oil, your jams and jellies, your meats, your eggs. You can get everything at a local farmers market, and it's all grown within your region, within your local community. I mean, how much fresher can it be? It's not being shipped from California to Michigan or to from Florida to Minnesota. And so it's like that is such a contributing factor to the healthy aspect of fresh fruits and vegetables. And additionally, buying local produce helps to reduce the carbon footprint, traveling fruits and vegetables, associated with transporting produce from faraway places. And this is an important consideration for the health of not just the people, but our planet. And we need to think about that too. And that, and again, first and foremost, in my opinion, grow your own. Whatever you can grow your own. Step 2, if you can't or don't have room or don't have the ability to grow your own, then shop at a local farmers market. Support that. In it, whatever you can't find there, shop at a local grocer. Oh, that's my buddy Jay. Jay Germo, owner of Hey Honey. If you're at the Ann Arbor Farmers Market, the Dearborn Farmers Market, and I know he does a few other ones, be sure to tell him that Gene sent him. Been longtime friends. We've been co-vendors. Also Dodge Park Farmers Market in Sterling Heights. He's a great friend of mine. He's a great guy, and his honey is super good. So you're keeping your dollars in your local economy. Economically, supporting local farmers markets is beneficial for the local community in several ways. First, buying from local farmers supports the local economy by keeping money within the community. This helps to create jobs and stimulate economic growth. When farmers sell their produce directly to the consumers at farmers markets, they are able to keep more of the profit, which in turn benefits their businesses and their families. So you may be saying, well, how is me going to the local farmers market helping the stores and the shops around? Well, studies have shown that if the people who go to the local farmers markets will generally shop in that area. I can tell you right now, when we go to the Ann Arbor farmers markets, there's a local grocer like right next door. It's got a meat market in it. It's got a Sweetwater coffee shop. It's got a clothing boutique. It is surrounded by retail businesses. Well, I have gone into that boutique and bought several items there multiple times. Every time we go to the farmers market, I support Sweetwater's and we get a coffee or four, depending on if the boys are with Dave and I. We support also the market there. We have bought fresh meat from there if I wasn't able to get it at one of the producers at the farmers market. I have bought a few produce items there and bread. So it really keeps the money in your community. Do you want to keep the lights on in those beautiful stores in your downtown? Do you want to help them stay there? Well, you know what? They're there bringing a benefit for you. So when you go to that local farmers market, especially, I didn't live in Ann Arbor. I lived in Sumter Township at the time, but I traveled 35 minutes to go there. When I would drive out to Birmingham, which was an hour, when I would drive out to Farmington for an hour, I also supported the local businesses there. So it does help. When I would go to the Farmington market, I'd stop at the Starbucks there. And that's a franchise owned business. So I am helping the local community. I would go into Tuesday morning and buy some home decor, supporting the local community. So even though I didn't live there, I shopped there and I spent money. So it is proven to show that a community that has a local farmers market will benefit the local stores around it because the people who shop at the market will then walk away and go into some of the local stores. They'll discover them like, oh my gosh, I didn't know they had that there. Let's go check that store out. And you go buy something. Support your local community by shopping at the farmers market to help keep money in your local community. And there's my favorite steaks and cupcakes guy. You can find them at the Flint Farmers Market. I'm sorry, the Oakland County Farmers Market. Oh my gosh, so bad. But I have bought lots of meat from them when I have needed something that I don't get up at from the farmers up north where I shop. So you're supporting small family farms and helping with sustainability. These fellas over here are great. His wife makes the cupcakes and they farm. So you can get any beef product from this family, and they are so nice. They're right out of Ubley, Michigan, and Ubley was actually not too far from where my farm used to be in Snover. So supporting local farmers markets also helps to preserve farmland and rural communities. By purchasing products directly from local farmers, consumers are helping to ensure that small farms and rural communities are able to survive and thrive. This is particularly important given that small farms are often at a disadvantage in the global marketplace. And without the support of local consumers, many of them would be forced to sell their land to developers. So when I farmed, I was 2 hours from Farmington, and we went to Farmington every Saturday. I started the winter farmers market there. So we literally spent every Saturday year round, with the exception of a couple holidays, coming to Farmington. Our family traveled 2 hours to go to the Farmington community. And do you know what? Even after my husband and I got a divorce, I still continued to go down for about a year to be a vendor at the market. But after that, I was just unable to due to some, personal circumstances. It is what it is. But my customers were like, oh my gosh, Jean, how are we going to get our meat and our eggs from you? So I worked it out to where I could still work with the farmers that I worked with up in the thumb, and I could purchase those things and take orders once a month and travel back down to Farmington. So I'd travel 2 hours north to where the area where my old farm was in the thumb of Michigan, come back, package up everybody's order. So basically a personal shopper, and travel back down to Farmington to meet my customers. And I still do that once a month. And so that, though, my last year of being a farmer's market vendor in Farmington was 2014, and it is 2023. And those consumers, I don't call them customers, I never have. They're my market friends, but they have supported me financially for that many years. And it's because of the relationship I built with those market friends. I know their kids' names, and several of them, like, I remember when they were pregnant and had their babies, and I knew their kids, and their kids still like, oh, Farmer Jean. And it's like, they know my kids. How's your kids? How's the boys? How's Taylor? And it's like, it is really a family. And so when you go to the farmers markets, it's so incredible because you build those relationships. It's a gathering place, which we're going to get into. But those farmers are traveling sometimes 2 hours to go and bring the consumer, products, so that they're there for you every Saturday. I mean, we gave up Saturdays, and it was our choice. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad, but it was our choice. But we gave up Saturdays for 15 years. And so we did family events on Mondays. We used to go down to Greenfield Village and do family days on Mondays because that was our day off, and Sundays and Mondays. And then the rest of the day, other than feeding animals, because that never ends, you don't get a vacation from that. So, think about those things. It's like farmers dedicate themselves to providing produce to other people, and meat to other people, and handcrafted artisan products to other people. And so they're anticipating and counting on you to support them. So again, you're keeping local local businesses afloat. You are doing such a great thing when you support local businesses. So this is at the Oakland County Farmers Market. Support steaks and cupcakes. Oh, now Michigan peaches. Come on. Seriously. There is Michigan strawberries, rhubarb, asparagus. Oh, when those first things come out, it's like every other week you're getting a new product on the table that's been grown within, just maybe within no more than 100 miles of where you live. There is nothing fresher, friends. So you are in turn helping to eliminate food deserts. And that is going to be another blog topic that I'm going to be talking about, food sheds. And I know a lot of people may be familiar with watersheds. Well, a food shed is a real thing too. And there are a lot of local communities that are in a food desert where people do not have access to local fresh food. I sat on a committee for the National Kidney Association to help, prevent this. And I'm still somewhat involved with them. Incredible group. But farmers markets also increase access to fresh fruits and vegetables in low-income communities where access to fresh produce is often limited. This can help to address health disparities and improve overall health outcomes in these communities. So making sure all income levels have access to fresh, healthy food should not be an option. It should be the norm. And so when you are supporting them, farmers markets, farmers are going to come. What often happens, and in my personal experience, is a market starts up and it's hard to get a good farmer to get to a farmers markets because the number of farmers markets is greater than the amount of farmers. So we want young people to start farming. We want to see family farms start to where they come to these farmers markets, but the work associated with harvesting, packaging, shipping, traveling to where you're going, setting up. If people don't come to them, farmers pull out. I have done it as a vendor. I have seen it as a farmers market manager. It is just the reality. The bottom line has to add up. So the other benefit here is many markets accept SNAP or EBT. And so that's food stamps for those who may not be familiar with the newer terminology. And Amanda Shreve from MIFMA, Michigan Farmers Market Association, and I talk about that in depth in our podcast. And that's going to air on May 24th. So please don't miss that. It's got incredible information on, farmers markets and how to support them. But I've always had this like heart-wrenching, I don't even know what to say, but to make sure all kids can have fresh, healthy food and aren't eating Lunchables and eating candy and chips. And there's nothing wrong with that within reason, but it's got to be a balance, right? I mean, you want your kids to have fresh fruits and vegetables. You want to personally have fresh fruits and vegetables and healthy things. And it's like, so if there's a small farmers market, I know sometimes it's like, oh, there's only 5 or 6 vendors and you don't want to go waste your time. It's not a waste of time. You're helping out small businesses, you're helping out small farmers, and you're helping out that community again. So, stop in, take 10 minutes, walk through. It's not going to kill you. It's going to support, you're going to do a good thing. And so, like I said, I'm a huge advocate. I love farmers markets and I love local business, local food, local everything. And so, think about that the next time you're driving through a small community, and you see this little pop-up farmers market, but there's not a bunch of vendors and it's like, you know don't say yeah, say, hey, let's pull over. It's going to take us 15-20 minutes out of our day, out of our time. Let's stop and support. That's where my heart's at. And I hope that I can share my enthusiasm, that it stimulates you to be like, yeah, let's do that. That would just make everything worth it for me. All my time here. So this is one of my babies. It's the Dearborn Farmers and Artisans Market. This is a really beautiful market in downtown Dearborn, in the West Dearborn DDA district, right on West Village Drive, between Mason and Monroe, right off of Michigan Avenue. June through September market every Friday, and I think it's 4 to 8 this year. So great market, support it. It's incredible. Lots of local producers, and it's a great market. But farmers markets are local gathering places. When I managed the market, we had free yoga sessions at every Friday from Jamie Garrison. If you saw my podcast with yoga, Inner Sage, the shop, well, it's Inner Sage. Jamie used to own Yoga Shala in Dearborn, and she used to come out every Friday, donate her time an hour, and she would send one of her staff and pay them to come out to the farmers market. And so it was so fun. Many markets have local community organizations that come out. Beaumont, and upcoming, I'm going to be having my guest Tracy Bisick with Bike Dearborn. They come out, they show you how to repair your bike, flat bike tire. There's so many things at the farmers markets besides fruits and vegetables, meats and eggs and baked goods. There's community activities going on at many markets. There's kids programming at the Dearborn Farmers Market. In the past, they've had the Pop Club, the Power of Produce. Kids go and register for free. Every week that they come, they get a coloring sheet, some information. They get $2 in tokens to shop with the local producers. And so kids programming at the farmers markets is a great thing. It's a gathering place. Meet your friends there. Meet your friend there to, walk. If you're on a walk or a bike ride, stop at the market. But when you support local farmers markets, you're helping to create a sense of community and connection. Farmers markets are often social and festive events, and they provide an opportunity for people to come together and share in the joy of good food. This can help to build a sense of community and belonging, which is vital for mental and emotional well-being. And so, when you're hanging out at the market, I mean, I had live music. I know several of the other markets that I used to manage, the Dodge Park Farmers Market, Farmington Farmers Market is where I was a vendor, and I ran the winter farmers market there. We always have live music every Saturday or whatever day the market is, and tables where you can sit and get a coffee. And right here in Dearborn, right behind it is Wagner Place. So there's several incredible restaurants there. There's a coffee shop, Black Box. There is Le Gelati, where you can go get ice cream. There's oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of it, but there's another ice cream shop right there where they do it on the silver. Oh my gosh, I feel silly right now, but it's incredible ice cream. There is a Modern Greek. There's so many great restaurants, coffee shops, and there's beautiful tables. You can sit there and enjoy, listen to music, meet a friend, have a yoga session. So, and then oftentimes in Dearborn, we would have the concerts as well. There's so many community events that go on that you can be a part of, and the farmers market is just one of them. But in my opinion, it's the heart of the community. Oh, The first one is also, that is the Eastern Market Co-op, that is a vendor at the Dearborn Farmers Market. This is Hey Honey, and this is also at the Dearborn Farmers Market. And then the pumpkins are at the Farmington Farmers and Artisans Market. But, in conclusion, supporting your local farmers markets is a win-win situation for both the health and economy of a local community. By buying fresh produce directly from local farmers, consumers are able to access healthy food while also supporting the local economy and preserving rural communities. Farmers markets increase access to fresh produce in low income communities and create that sense of community and connection for people. It is so important for community members to support the local farmers markets to ensure the survival of small farms and to promote a healthy and sustainable food system. So again, like I said, I could go on and on and on and just sit here and tell you personal experience as about farmers markets and why I love them. But I certainly hope you are encouraged to check out your local farmers market or even become a vendor. Don't be dismayed if you don't know where to start. There are a plethora of resources available, including MIFMA, Local Harvest. There's all different kinds of websites. Just Google, where do I find my local farmers market? And something will pop up. MIFMA is a great resource. It has every farmers market in Michigan listed with its hours, its time. It's just incredible. Local Harvest is national. You can just type in your community and it will give you the listing of farmers markets who lists there. So it's a little different than MIFMA. But if you enjoyed this podcast, my blog, my YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, follow and share, and leave me a comment. I love your feedback. Tag your farmers market, show them some love. But if you aren't following me on Facebook or Instagram, go on over and give a like and a follow. And follow me for daily tips and tricks for your home and garden. So, as I always say, friends, be sure to eat fresh, shop local, and have a happy day. Be sure to subscribe. To see more blogs like this, visit me at my blog at fordragonfliesandme.com and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a beat. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to visit me at my podcast blog and, of course, my social media platforms for additional daily inspiration for the home and garden. Until next time, friends, see you soon. Thanks again, everybody, for joining me. I hope you were able to be inspired to shop at your local farmers market. But also, if you're a vendor, are you crafty? Do you have a small garden that you've always dreamed of growing a little bit more and maybe selling what you grow? Are you a woodworker? Are you a metal worker? Are you a sewer? What do you do? Do you have something? Contact your local farmers market and check it out. There's vendors for everything. Go visit it and see, talk to the other vendors. As a market manager, I always told my people who are interested, talk to the vendors, don't talk to me. You want to talk to the other vendors who have been there, who are there, who are being supported by the local community to see if you really want to be a part. But being a vendor is so much fun. You really are a part of a family. And the farmers markets, wherever you are, there's conferences. It's so fun. But like I said, I could talk here all day, and I appreciate the time that you've already given me. So, one more time, eat fresh, shop local, and have a happy day. We'll see you soon.